The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Denise Tan. 3 days before Christmas, there's a steady stream of passengers now at the Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange. Reporting to us live from PITX is our Gerard de la Peña. What can you tell us, Gerard?
Denise, it's the last working day before Christmas. That's why we are expecting a lot of passengers to arrive here at the Parañaque Integrated Terminal Exchange or PITEX. In fact, we are seeing big crowds here gathering at the boarding gates, particularly for buses bound for Bicol as well as those going to Batangas, Cavite, and Mindanao. There are also longer lines at the ticket counters. But compared yesterday, when most trips are already fully booked, those who are arriving without any reservations are more likely to secure tickets. The PITEX management said that the LTFRB has already released more than 1,000 special permits, which allowed more buses to ply the routes. While the PITEX management assured that everyone will be able to come home for Christmas, the terminal management cannot assure that all passengers can take air-conditioned buses. Transportation Secretary Jaime Bautista also made rounds on the terminal to check on the condition of passengers. Reacting to MMDA's statement saying that security measures at the terminal are not enough, Bautista said baggage inspection at the entrance will do and that this is complemented by augmented security forces coming from the PNP, LGU, and the PITEX very own security personnel. Asked on whether it will heed the MMDA's advice to conduct baggage inspection prior to boarding, the PITEX management said that the matter is still up for internal discussions as of the moment. Denise, yesterday the PITEX management recorded foot traffic of 130,000 passengers and today it is expected to reach 150,000. There may not be as much passengers tomorrow and on Christmas Eve, but the PITEX management is expecting more passengers to come here on the 26th when passengers from the provinces are to return to Metro Manila. Denise.
Thank you, Gerard de la Peña, reporting live from PITEX in Parañaque. The Ninoy Aquino International Airport is seeing an influx of passengers. Giving us the latest situation at the NAIA is Justine Punsalang. Justine, just how many travelers are expected at the airport today?
Denise, around 140,000 passengers are expected to arrive here in NAIA Terminal 3 3 days before Christmas. Both the DOTR and the PNP are assuring the public that they are ready for the exodus of passengers. This morning, Transportation Secretary Jaime Bautista conducted an inspection at NAIA Terminal 3. He noted that everything is smooth sailing in the airport thanks to the coordination of MIAA and other government agencies. He admitted that there are still things to be improved and facilities and equipment to be upgraded, which can all be done with the impending privatization of NAIA. Bautista also said that while flight delays are inevitable, NIA and airline companies are making sure that affected passengers are being assisted properly. The Transport Secretary said that they are expecting around 140,000 passengers daily for the Christmas season, with today and tomorrow being the peak days. Here in NAIA Terminal 3, both arrival and departure areas are teeming with people, so expect long lines from drop-off to check-in counters, even at the immigration for international travel. Also expect heavy traffic and roads leading to the airport. This is why many passengers are opting to come to the airport 5 hours before their flight. They say it is better to arrive early than miss their flight. Denise, a few moments ago, PNP Chief Benjamin Acorde Jr. visited NAIA Terminal 3 to conduct his own inspection. And he said everything is smooth sailing, the PNP is prepared, and that they are not monitoring any threats, but they are remaining vigilant in case there are anything to expect from terrorists, but they are not seeing anything at the moment. Denise?
Justine Punsalang there, reporting to us live from the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. In other news, global rice prices soared to their highest level in 15 years. The Rice Exporters Association in Thailand reports that prices of partially broken Thai white rice has climbed to $650 a ton. That's 2.5% higher compared to the previous week and the highest since October of 2008. Higher prices of the commodity come amid concerns that increased demand and the impact of El Niño will further tighten supplies. The El Niño phenomenon is also very much a concern here in the Philippines. The Bangko Sentral is acknowledging that risk to inflation outlook remain on the upside. The central bank, though, is retaining its 2 to 4% inflation target until 2026. These cover increases in transport costs, power rates, and oil prices. BSP is also citing the strong El Niño episode, which is seen to persist until the second quarter of 2024. It estimates that the dry season could impact inflation by 0.02% next year. Meanwhile, the World Bank warns that the persisting weather phenomenon could lead to a surge in rice imports in the Philippines. This as the dry season is seen to dampen agricultural production. It is also warning of a possibility that the country will be forced to source rice externally to account for supply shortfall. In sports, a young Pinoy athlete has broken the national record for high jump. Fast rising star Leonard Grospe shattered the 17-year-old Philippine high jump record at the Philippine National Games in Pasig. The 22-year-old Grospe tallied 2.20 meters, eclipsing the 2.17 meters set by Sean Guevara. Guevara, coincidentally, is Grospe's coach. This was a makeup of sorts for Grospe, who managed just a fifth-place finish in the Cambodia SEA Games. Magnolia Hotshots forward Calvin Abueva is set to return to the team after a calf injury. Abueva is just awaiting clearance from the team's physical therapist before re-entering the lineup. Head coach Chito Victorero says Abueva has joined the squad's full practice. The Beast could make his debut this conference against the Converge Fiber Xers on Saturday. The 8-time All-Star is expected to bolster an already formidable Magnolia squad. Magnolia is currently the top seed and carries an 8-1 win-loss record. The team is also assured of a twice-to-beat edge in the quarterfinals. Rondae Hollis Jefferson is still in the hospital and will undergo more tests. That's after a bad fall late in the game against the Taipei Fubon Braves in the East Asia Super League last Wednesday. The team is waiting for the results of RHJ medical examination. He is reportedly still suffering from severe neck pains and spasms. Hollis Jefferson went down hard after crashing headfirst into the Taipei Braves player. This makes his status uncertain for TNT's Christmas game against the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. We're taking a timeout. The game on One News Now will return after a quick break. Stay tuned. still watching the game on One News Now, I'm Denise Tan. Thanks for joining us. Creamline Coast Smasher spiker Tots Carlos is open to the possibility of playing overseas. In fact, it's actually one of her dreams. The PVL All-Filipino Finals MVP told TV5's Good Morning Kapatid that she wants to play in Japan or Thailand if given the opportunity. Carlos has been one of the key cogs and consistent top scorers in a loaded Creamline squad that swept the entire second All-Filipino tilt. The team is no stranger to players leaving for overseas stints. Just before the start of the most recent conference, Creamline lost star setter Gia de Guzman and middle blocker Seth Domingo. De Guzman now plays in Japan while Domingo took her talents to Thailand. Locals and tourists flocked the Paris 2024 gift shop to stock up on Olympic merchandise. T-shirts and hats, wooden toys, playing cards, plush toys, and pins were the most popular items at the shop in Paris. While some opted for a snow globe or a funky mug, others have chosen to put the ticket for the games under the Christmas tree. For some, having a memorabilia of the first Paris Olympics in a century was key. 5 official shops are open for all, 3 in Paris and 2 in Lyon. Former NBA All-Star Demarcus Cousins has found a new home in Taiwan. Cousins signed a 10-day 4-game deal with the Taiwan Beer Leopards of the T1 League. He is expected to join the team mid-January next year. The team CEO said Cousins' range of skills can bring different effects to the Beer Leopards. Cousins played 11 seasons in the NBA and had his best years individually with the Sacramento Kings and the New Orleans Pelicans. Unfortunately, major injuries derailed his career. He last played in the 2021-2022 season as a member of the Denver Nuggets. Check out more stories at onesports.ph. Meantime, the Newsday continues later at 6 in the evening. See you then. I'm Denise Tan. We are One News.